going on, everybody? This is Jacob Viral. Today I have a build update on the single 12, my Phi SP4 on a single 6K, Crescendo 6K. So today I'm talking about subwoofer break-in and kind of where I stand with it. So I've probably been playing with it for a couple weeks now, so about 2 weeks since I initially started working on getting some of the subwoofer break-in time in. So what I mean by that is I'm not doing any test tone break-in like I showed you a common way in the previous video. I'm literally only breaking it in through my own demo playing. So when I'm driving the vehicle to commute to work, to commute around town, to commute to a show, or just to commute in general. So while I'm driving the vehicle playing music. So I haven't really done any kind of burps or tests with it. I haven't done any kind of tweaks to the enclosure besides the port and of course the roundovers, but nothing else. I haven't done anything physically inside the box. So everything is the exact same. I haven't touched the sub. I haven't touched any of the corners, roundovers, anything. Only the port and the roundover around the wood that was here. So currently I have around probably 4 to 5 hours of playtime on the subwoofer now. And that's pretty good range average of where I'm at right now for it. So before when I pressed it, I could barely push it in. Now it's still really tight, but I can push it in a little bit, not much. So I definitely know I still got a lot of playroom in there for it. Let's see if I can get the camera up right there so y'all can kind of see. So y'all can see a little closer. So it's definitely stiff, as y'all can see. Oh, excuse me. All right, so now what I'm going to do is I'm going to see how the stiffness is on the subwoofer. So I'm not going to mess with my settings. My settings are still kind of where they were before. The only difference is I slightly rose my subsonic a little bit more. It was at around the 9 o'clock mark. I went to around the 10 o'clock mark because I like around 30 hertz range, just because my subwoofer is still breaking in. And I noticed that this box, with it being such a big ratio, it doesn't really like the lows. Anything below around 30 hertz, 32 hertz, which is fine because I like a punchy bass. I like a tighter squeeze bass and a little bit higher tune, since my system is tuned a little high. But what I'm going to do now is, since I'm around that 5 hour mark, I know I'm getting to about a third of where I want to be. Oh, sorry, someone drove by. I'm around a third of where I want to be, so between 12 to 15 hours of playtime on the sub before I can kind of initially say I know I've got a good break-in period on the subwoofer. It really is there is no guaranteed number value to say when the subwoofer is fully broken in. You're not going to know it. You will know, but you're not going to know by a number saying, hey, every subwoofer breaks in this time period, because every build's different. For my particular build, it's going to take probably 25 hours, my guess. That's what it took with my 415s, being in a sealed enclosure, tight 6 spider subwoofer, so it's a lot tighter than a normal sub. So it's not like a normal suspension and coil. So what I'm going to do, let me go ahead and turn my vehicle on and play some lows real quick, just so we can kind of see some sub action, get some flex. We can see how the sub's doing with the break-in period on the lows. So when I say break-in period on lows, it's literally for me to be able to see how my subwoofer is reacting to the lower end response versus how it was when I first initially started doing this a couple weeks ago. And of course, I'll be doing more build update videos to come as my subwoofer breaks in more, do some tests, show y'all what it does on the meter, and also ways to improve output and some other tweaks I'm gonna be doing to the system. So let me go ahead and go to Bluetooth and set this up. If you guys ever have questions about car audio, feel free to ask. I'd be glad to help when I can. I don't mind helping. Of course, I'm not the smartest or the best at this either, but it's a fun hobby that we all do. So, all right, so it's connected. So what I'm gonna do, turn the bass up all the way. Bass knob's up, amps on, I can hear it. Turn the vehicle. We're gonna go have some fun. 80 PRS, Bluetooth on. Let's get it to 48. So I got my Bluetooth on my device. So I'm gonna go into my songs here and we're gonna start playing. So these songs, guys, I'm uploading these tones one by one, so you are able to actually be able to use them for your own system if you care about it. All right, so let me go back. It's on. Have this open a little bit. All right. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna show you with the subsonic where it is, and I'm gonna turn it off and you'll see the difference in output. So I'm at 17 hertz. We'll do 17 hertz first. Here we go. So that's 17 hertz with the subsonic up, and you can tell it's definitely got some motion in it. It's handling that low of a frequency a little better than it did before, getting a little bit more X-max to it, where the subwoofer excurs to a certain limit, plus or minus one way. So now, let's go ahead and turn it down. All right, subsonic down all the way. Now I'm going to slowly turn it up, and we're going to see how it flexes a little different. This will teach you guys a little something too on how subsonic is affecting the output on the low end. So here we go. Not going to do that for long, but that was at least a 3 or 4 dB difference right there. I could tell audibly outside just by having that down. So you can see that subsonic being set that low. The sub did not like it very much, but it played it. And you know what? Since y'all are still watching, let me do it. Turn it off. Let me go ahead and shut my hatch so you can see how it flexes. So that was really low, 17 hertz. It was moving some. It doesn't like it though. You could tell it unloads a little bit. But that's all in cone control with the sealed section. So thanks for watching. I'll see y'all in the next one. Stay tuned for more build updates on subwoofer break-in as I get it even more broken in later.